Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Altitude and Attitude. I'm Pete, along with my other co-host, Hogg and Stanford. We're here to talk some shit and see if we can fuck up your world. Happy birthday, Max!
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
What'd you do today? Anything fun?
Just eat with the kids and
Wait, kids?
just be sober.
That sounds exciting.
I've been on TikTok.
What's going on today, guys? What's got you bent out of shape this week? I know Hogg's got something. But
Epstein, I want the fucking phones.
You and every other MAGA supporter.
You know what? My whole thing is what upset me. I understand. I got Pam Bondi. She even though she's the she's the U.S. attorney. She actually isn't supposed to listen to the orders of the president because she's a whole separate branch. But that's neither here or there. But the fucking Republicans voted 211 to 210 to not open it is insane. I don't see how you could be a GOP supporter without.
A lot of his supporters are pissed off, and I think it was yesterday he said something about for those MAGA supporters that are pissed off, he doesn't even want their support anymore. I think he called them idiots or stupid
Weaklings.
or something.
He called them weaklings.
Yeah.
He doesn't. But and that I hope they don't give him. I hope that they heed his his request.
Right.
He doesn't want their support. Don't support him.
Yeah.
Hope you don't. I mean, in his mind, though, he doesn't need their support anymore. He never liked them anyways.
Right.
I mean, if you're down to it.
But yeah, I think you're right. He doesn't need their support.
He's either A, gonna die, B, not run again because it's his last term, so legally not run again, or C, try to subvert the law, and which wouldn't shock me at all, and try to just like crown himself king like the emperor of freaking France, like Napoleon.
The only thing his supporters can do is cut his legs out from under him. Get rid of everybody who supports him in the midterms.
Absolutely.
If somebody supports Trump, if you want to get rid of him, you got to cut his legs out from under him, and you got to vote against him. You got to vote against him.
You know what gets me with this, and my fault. You know what gets me with this whole Epstein file thing is it's hilarious how he blamed Obama, fired James Comey's daughter, who was AUSA, who prosecuted both of them. Then he went then he called his supporters weaklings and all this other stuff, right? And then these people, I know he lost a lot of MAGA supporters because he's all during the campaign he was all about the Epstein files. Then he's talking about this not even serious. It's like, come on, fam. Now, if that's not a blatant slap in the face for anybody who is a supporter of, just his supporters in the Republican Party, I don't know what it is. If they can do that to you and lie to you in front of your face, imagine the closed deals with that big, beautiful bill that they passed that we know is trash.
Bondi.
That a lot of
Pam Bondi just doesn't want his name to appear. That's why she's squashing the whole thing.
Well, I don't think she's the one that's squashing it at all. She's doing what she's told, and like Max said a minute ago, the AG is not supposed to be listening to what the president says. They're supposed to be independent of the White House.
Not this administration. Nobody is. Nobody's independent.
Before we go down that path, I wanted to agree with. I think both of y'all said this, but the only way we can get to it is to cut his legs out from under him by voting out his supporters.
Yeah,
you need to remind him who's his boss. We are.
Right.
It doesn't matter if we voted for him or not.
Right.
It doesn't. It didn't matter that Biden had to take care of the red states just as and did. I mean, it did. You work for us, bitch boy. So you need
it's yam tits.
Yam
tits.
I mean, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me how he just like gets out there and does all this outrageous shit. Just all this outrageous shit. And That's why I call it. I'm not even being insulting. I call it cult-like behavior because it is.
Well,
You
it is,
blindly
yeah.
follow somebody. When you blindly follow somebody, regardless of what they do, and you refuse to see, I could show certain people a video of this man saying something, and he will. That whoever I'm talking to will say, well, we don't know that he didn't mean it like that. He didn't, what he didn't mean it racist. So you don't want him to be racist. So he didn't mean it racist. But what he said was 3 N-words in a wetback. I mean, what you got to say to become, it is what it is. I don't care what his personality is, right? I mean,
yeah.
I've given up on this, man.
Racist. It's racist. I'm gonna call it what it is.
I've given up on this. We've got the Epstein files that aren't being released. Let's see. We've got Pete Hegseth, who decided to cut all the weapons to Ukraine unilaterally. We've got
if that don't make the president,
we've got we have McMahon. What the fuck is that WWE chick's name? Linda McMahon is head of the dismantling the Department of Education. Now, I don't know that it needs to be dismantled, but what's the backup? What's your fucking plan? We have all of this bullshit. We have Donald Trump, who is cutting thousands of jobs out of the federal government. He's putting tariffs on every single country that we do business with, and telling us that grocery prices are coming down. I don't know about you guys, but I went to the dollar store the other day to get groceries, and it was expensive as hell. I don't know whose groceries he's talking about, but it sure isn't ours. I got to tell you, I'm just, and nobody does anything.
And
nobody does anything. Our Congress doesn't do anything. Our Supreme Court doesn't do anything. Nobody does anything. I'm just fed up. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I just turn on The Office and ignore everything.
And you can literally go to the AAA website and pull up the national gas price average at whatever it is, like 268 or wherever it is. And he says that it's 190 something somewhere. These people believe it. It's not. It's nowhere.
And if if America is doing so great, if we are saving all this money, where's our fucking money? Where is it? If you are saving us our tax dollars, where the fuck is it? I haven't seen it.
Well, this country, this administration, when it comes to the Department of Education, with them gutting now, which the Supreme Court in their, oh my
I don't even fucking know what they're doing.
I'm sorry. I'm just so, because first of all, Clarence Thomas is he needs to freaking just die right now. Like, God, please just let him die.
Yeah,
because he's worst black man of all time. He's worse than the Boondock. Good Lord. Then you got these other Supreme Court justices who told the Biden administration they couldn't cancel student loans, but you got a whole section of a freaking that needed Congress approval. They say no, he doesn't need congressional approval. He doesn't need congressional oversight. So I'm like, you guys know that you're making him a king. Like, how can you be the third branch, the equal part of the branch, and not understand that your decisions is leading? But then they're so wrapped into that right-wing dogma that they've been peddling for the last 40, 50 years that they still believe that he won't try to become a dictator, but he already showed you that he's a fascist, fanatical person. He's been.
Every time they say that he won't do something, every time he tells us what he's going to do, he does it.
Right.
But you know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this. This is going to be. But I'm going to say this, and this is going to be controversial, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say this. Red states that you guys wanted the education department eliminated, I fucking hope you enjoy that piece of shit system that you got down there, because you already had pennies on the dollar. You're going to get less than that. So don't fucking cry to us or call us liberal elites. when fucking at the end of the day is our people who are in these urban or whatever high dollar areas and states have better education because you voted for it. You eat that shit, and you know what? And fuck you because you deserve it. Fuck you. Fuck your school board. Fuck your governor. Fuck your fucking city councilman. Fuck your policeman. Fuck all them stupid fucks because you deserve it. Because you know what? You motherfuckers voted for this shit. You motherfuckers think y'all so smart. Oh, and then you want to make it a Christian nation, which we got separate church and state. But no, fuck that. You want, and you all talking about the fucking gays. Look, because they've been hearing about gay marriage and all this shit, repealing that. Now you're getting rid of education. You stupid fucks. We were barely eking by in the not like because our national average, they said we ranked the worst, but we actually use our whole country as a whole, not our top 5% like majority countries. But now you really want to see a bunch of dumb fucks getting the fucking right to vote. You know what? Fuck that. Give them fucking red states a poll tax like they did to black people. I hope you motherfuckers can read, right? Do arithmetic, you stupid fucks. I'm sorry. They just pissed me off.
Maybe you should.
All right. So thank you for tuning in. This has been the Stanford Show. Holy shit!
It is
so Stanford. Birthday. How do you feel, buddy? How do you feel?
Tell us what you really feel.
It upsets me because education is the best factor for all of us to get on the even playing field. And the fact that these people in these retarded ass counties and states swear that reading a fucking book that doesn't just have to involve your history and it could be world histories is such a bad thing to learn other cultures. Like, what the fuck? We're a world economy, you stupid fucks. Where do you think it's coming from? Your shoes come from China. Your fucking condoms come from fucking Peru. What the fuck do you think we are?
Condoms?
We're a fucking world economy.
I was arguing with somebody just the other day, like somebody local, obviously, to me, because I live in a red state. I'm like, well, I wasn't arguing. I was just stating a fact. I'm like, we like to, we were talking about the floods in Texas. And I said, everybody wants to demonize New York and California and these blue states at Massachusetts. They pay for our bullshit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you realize that, right? We don't make money in these red states. These Republican led states don't make money. We get paid money because the feds tax it from these rich states. California is the 4th largest economy in the world. They're paying for us red states, or, Stanford, your state. I'm sure Massachusetts is a blue state. But it's these states, that actually have balanced budgets and make money are paying for those of us who get these horrible disasters and all that. We don't, and then we want to deny California because of a fire because they voted wrong. I mean, I'm sorry. There's humanity involved in this, okay? It's not just blue versus red or you versus me. There are communities. There are human being factors in all of this shit. It is hurting people. And when you go about doing things like just randomly, like this administration is doing, like, oh, we don't want to fund FEMA for California or whatever. But then Texas gets hit. Oh, they voted for me. I need to.
Yep.
Could you imagine if Obama would have done that?
I tell you what, man. Oh. If I were raising kids now, based off of what this administration is doing, I would move to Massachusetts because there isn't one goddamn state out there that can compete with their education. Massachusetts is doing it right. Arkansas, Mississippi, you guys, we think we're at the bottom right now. We're going to wish we were as low as we are right now. Those 2 states are just absolutely going to fucking fall right the fuck apart.
Well, a lot of people don't realize this, and I know you guys are, history buffs. The whole point of the Department of Education was created is because when the Russians were kicking our ass in the space race and nuclear technology and the arms race, the U.S. put all that money into building the Department of Education so everybody can have it. We can mold and take generational people and talent and mold them to be the best for American sovereignty. The fact that you got this dumb dropout fucking president and these other fucking dropouts who fucking are dictating policy because they're like, oh my God, certain people are getting smart. We need intelligent people in our areas of national defense, homeland security, innovation, everything else. We need these.
We don't need
these
Linda
people.
McMahon.
And then we. And
that was on purpose. That was on purpose. It's the same reason they do it in the Middle East. It's the same reason they do it in all these third world countries. Because if you keep your population uneducated, you can stay in power.
There it is. There it
ding,
is. Ding,
ding, motherfucking ding. Yep. That is the truth about
what is
everything.
It that we've been saying? We've been saying that almost every single episode. They keep us stupid and they make us watch the fucking Kardashians, and we fall for it every fucking night.
What?
I mean, now it's Love Island.
Oh, dude, my wife is probably upstairs watching it right now.
No idea what y'all are talking about. However, if you want to uneducate a country, make a professional wrestler your education department secretary. God damn. That is the best way to do it.
You know the crazy part about Linda McMahon and the McMahons. I'm not taking away from their business acumen of how they their business acumen, their talent acquisition. They're very great at that. God gave them those. But to think that you can control the education of the future of the people, is our education system perfect? No, but people will forget. Even though we're called the United States, we're 50 different countries within one union. In actuality, that's why we all have different Commonwealth. We got the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. You got the state of Arkansas. That's why you got every state has their own version of their constitution plus additional stuff, right? And so we are 50 different countries in one, trying to make this country better, trying to be united. We know we have flaws. This country is building to become better. That was how we were all raised up. But to stop educating and helping educate people, even our poor, to pull funding from Head Start and food programs, because Lord knows a kid in a poor area of the country, rural or urban, just can't get one meal. The government, that's a handout, but you could give $1 trillion tax cuts and shit to these wealthy fucks that don't need it. It makes no sense. And that's why we're the laughing stock. And it goes back to what you, Hoggy, said, and you too, Pete. They're uneducating the people so they can, make it like a dictatorship. But it's crazy because those countries that have dictatorships, we the ones sell them arms and we control them more than they fucking control their own people.
and I want to know who the fuck these people are that think it's a good idea to starve a kid at school. I don't care what I don't care if their mother and father are crackhead serial killers. I don't care. It's not that child's fault.
Right.
It is not. When that child gets to school, it should be a safe place. They should be able to learn, eat, not be starving to death. And anybody who thinks any different than that is a fucking asshole. I'm going to tell you that right now, because there is no fucking way that it is. I couldn't even watch it if I was a teacher making $30,000 a fucking year. I couldn't even sit there and watch one of my students go hungry. I would have to do something about it. And we are trying to do something about it. They are trying to cut that. Like you were talking about the free lunch program or the assistance and different levels, whatever. Children need to eat to focus. If they can't focus, they can't learn. So, I mean, take with a grain of salt if you want, because that's what the Republican Party does. They take it with a grain of salt, say, we're not racist. We want your kids to starve because you smoke crack. Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Yeah, my thing is, with cutting these funding from just from the education, right? Why you're cutting so much potential talent that can help lead this country forward in innovation? We always hear these politicians talking about innovation. We need to bring jobs back to America. Well, we're gonna lose innovation to China, Japan, other countries, Germany, because Germany's been in, saying we're losing the best talent in the world. Then you want to cut education, you want to cut that and dumb them down for what? So you can make a couple of $1 million.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's all about money.
But the expense is going to be great. It's going to be greater because eventually, these rich folks who want to control education, they're going to die out. And then typically, we all know this historically, when the kids inherit money, and historically, when the kids inherit money, those companies don't last within 1 or 2 generations. They're gone. So it was a bad move. I feel sorry for our country. I feel sorry for I actually feel bad for a lot of things that this country is going through because at the end of the day, and I feel sorry, even though I'm upset with the red states politicians, I feel sorry for the average person who just trying to make it day by day down there, because they're going to suffer. The kids down there, the working man down there.
Guess what, Stanford? There is a humongous minority population down here, but we've already talked about this in prior episodes, is they have programmed the different people to either not vote or vote in mass. So they get the rural whites to think that all the blacks or Mexicans are the evil. They get the blacks or the Mexicans to not vote because it doesn't matter, and they start feeding this into their TikToks and their Facebooks and their YouTubes or whatever. And then next thing you know, the problem is that you've got these people voting against themselves, and the people that would vote against them aren't voting because they don't believe the vote counts.
Well, you know what? I have something to say.
Go for it.
I agree with all of you.
What?
I don't know what else to say. You guys are fucking killing it.
That's not normal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's not normal at all.
I mean, Pete, educated. He taught me how to drive and do some other things in the Air Force when I first got in. So Pete's very scholarly. So he this part I know with the shit with the Department of Education really affects him because I know Pete likes to deal with an intelligent military corps, not a dumb.
The whole country wants to deal with an intelligent military corps.
Oh my God, yeah.
Listen to 3 sentences that the leader of the country is telling us. It doesn't make sense. He's senile. He doesn't know who he appointed. He doesn't know where he's at. I mean, you thought Joe Biden was bad. God damn, y'all. Shit, listen to him with your eyes open, for the love of fucking Christ.
And so, talking about him being a senile old bastard. So he was diagnosed today with chronic venous insufficiency. Does that mean he doesn't have enough veins?
No.
And can anybody in our chat confirm that this is lethal?
What he's got confirmed with what? I didn't read that today.
Chronic venous insufficiency. I have no idea what the hell it is, but it makes his old.
What does that mean?
I think it's like varicose.
Chronic venous. Venus, like the god Venus.
The god Venus won't have anything to do with it.
I think it's like varicose veins or something, but I'm not a doctor. I did not.
I'm
not nearly smart enough to go to medical school.
Yeah. Orange turd. We have a new name. Orange turd. Can we please, somebody, start making a list of these names? We've got Yam Tits, Orange Turd, Captain
Bone Spurs.
Bone Spurs. Jeez. It's not fatal? Sarah, come on.
God damn it.
Can you please do
You know what it is, though? You know what it is? Fucking old and overweight. That's fatal.
Damn it. This is ridiculous. What?
I don't know. I don't understand why God just doesn't take this man. Lord knows. People pray.
We all have our opinions on that one.
Well, there's I don't know why. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he's the herald before the coming of the Christ. I don't fucking know. This man is just he's out there.
How fucked up would
he drives me to want to be drinking again?
Hey, how fucked up would it be if he was? How fucked up would it be? Price comes down and says, "Why weren't you listening to Trump?" And we're like, damn, JC, what's up?
Oh, fuck Fuck you guys. I missed the word in that, and I didn't realize what you were talking about. Fuck you.
No, it's this country is we as three service members, we know this country. We've seen the best in this country, and now we're seeing the worst that we heard about from our parents and our and all the elders. So it's up to us, our generation, because we're at that generation that we can make it mold the younger ones to get better. Together. It's
if we can get the millennials and Gen Z to quit fucking acting like a bunch of whiny ass babies and get involved, then they can get us old motherfuckers kicked out and start putting this country on a better path.
We ain't even old compared to most of them.
Yeah, but I don't trust our generation either at all. I don't.
Well, I mean,
I don't trust us.
I trust. I see what you're saying, because a lot of people our generation voted for this craziness, but now they're not regretting it, because they voted. A lot of them were, unfortunately, certain one or two issue voters. A lot of them were economy voters. Let's be honest. A lot of them said, well, they felt like the economy is doing better under Trump. In actuality,
How do
it really
you
wasn't,
feel like this is what I don't understand. Like I have this conversation with people sometimes. Like, okay, you tell me, like, I don't feel like global warming is real. And then I can't come back to you and say, well, I don't feel like that tree over there is not real. It just is what it is. It doesn't matter what your fucking feelings are about it.
Well, you got to remember though too, Bob, brother. But when a lot of it comes from when we had that pandemic, and the first thing people did, and I will say Trump opposed the pandemic relief, but when it passed Congress and he was going to get overridden, he did something that the Congress should have did. They should have applied their name to it, because when people got those checks and those PPP, they are attributed. They didn't, and marketing. Let's be honest, marketing, even to this day, he is a marketing machine, and he marketed it so well that people felt, like you said, Hoggy, they felt that it was better. In reality, it wasn't, but because they seen his name on a check and everything else. Oh, well, I felt like, because I got this $1,000, I felt great.
Yeah, so as long as he keeps telling us that the gas is $1.98, even though he ain't never driven a day in his fucking life. So as long as he keeps telling us this lie, then his supporters, the ones that blindly follow him no matter what, they're going to start feeling like the gas prices are going down.
It doesn't make sense. No,
fucking idiot. It's not
going down.
When
I look at my bank account every day, it seems to be less and less every month. Just seems to be less and less because of the price of groceries. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, have some kids. It'll go down even more.
No, mine has already grown. He can take care of his own shit.
I
got 3 more to get the fuck out of here.
This like I said, this shit is crazy. This department of case, like every week we've been talking about, we focus on Trump, and so much he drops on the American public. The Department of Education was and the Supreme Court, that was a fiasco. Then go back to I still want to see the fucking Epstein files, because I want to know who's the perv.
And I want them to all go to jail. Stop telling me about other Democrats that are on it like I give a flying fuck, because I really fucking don't. If you fucking touched a kid or protected somebody who did knowingly, oh, you all can go to jail. Fuck every fucking one of you. I don't care what you did for this country or anybody. If you do something like that, you are evil. You are an evil human being, even if you've done something good in your life. Say like Clinton, if you're on that motherfucker, go to jail, bitch. Because guess what? It makes everything else not even applicable, even though you balanced our budget and left us with a surplus and whatever good things you think that you did. It won't fucking matter if you touched a fucking child. Period. End of discussion. So quit telling us that.
Ditto.
Like we're gonna goddamn be like, oh wait, Clinton's on it. We don't want to see it anymore. No, I don't give a fuck.
No, Pam Bondi is going to.
Obama's on that. If he's on it,
Pam Bondi is going to protect her money bags. She's going to protect Trump, man.
No shit. Because where else is she going to get a fucking job?
She's going to protect him. That gold digger.
The only thing she can do to make money. Oh, fuck.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say this, and this is my opinion. When the left gets back into power, they better fucking do we need to fire all these majority of these Democrats that's fucking out there now. Get some real fucking legislators who want to move this country forward. So when the midterms come, we can fucking burn this shit down. This fucking Republican conservative whack shit that they're trying to pull. I want to see real change because these Democrats and this decorum of the core or of the chamber, the shit's not working. That's why we're fucking losing. They want to gerrymander more fucking areas for the midterms. I want to see real activist Democrats, real socialist, independent shit. I don't care. I want to see even fucking communist fucking Democrats come in because at least they're fighting for something. You know what I'm saying?
Better than this.
I want to see a battle of making this country better because at the end of the day, the GOP won this. They won this battle, but they did not win the war. And we need.
Let's hope not.
No, they haven't because you know what? There's money back Democrats that's going against people like real people real oppositionists who want to bring this country forward. But you got the Democratic elite that don't want to put these people in power. So it's like what Pete always says. It's up to the people to put them in power and vote them in. Because one thing you can't do, numbers show. You can't fudge the vote when fucking if 30 million people vote for one candidate compared to 500,000, in the district.
Right.
There's only so many numbers you can fudge. And that's what we need. We need real leadership, real fighters, those old school activists, that old school activist spirit. We need them to come and fight because this shit right now, this is crazy. And I'm tired of these weak ass Dems. You know who I hate to see on TV every time? Hakeem Jeffries. I want to punch him in the fucking face.
You ain't kidding, dude. I just saw him. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, look, him and his fucking
piece of shit.
He needs to drop. You know what? There's a list of Democrats and Republicans I can wish that they just die. There's quite a few. Hakeem Jeffries just need to fucking croak because he's a piece of shit.
That is.
Are we going to go over your list?
Stanford.
maybe you should hold back on your manifesto.
Hogsett did not say that.
This has been Stanford's show.
I can't edit that out now.
I'm just saying about that, bro. And then I just seen
edit that out, Stanford. I'm just saying.
No, I was just saying the beautiful bill where ICE is getting fucking $45,000 sign-on bonuses so they can just be racist. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going where you want to go because I'm pissed off about the ICE thing right now.
I mean, I'm just saying the ICE, bro, $45,000 bonus so I can just So
that's and I was talking to a mutual friend of ours today about a subject that we will talk about tonight. But I was talking to him about it, and he was saying something about the caliber of officer. And I said, well, you know what? We have the same problem in the military because when you need a rush of, say, combat troops or truck drivers or thing, you tend to bring the Air Force or the Army or the Marines. They'll bring the acceptance levels of what education and all that stuff that you need. It brings everything down. You can score lower. You can be less smart. You can be a little bit off your rocker a little bit and still make it, because to get the numbers that we need as a country, I understand why they do it, but it brings the level down.
Right.
So then you got a less good caliber of human being. Yeah, they might be strong enough to make it to the special forces. That doesn't mean that they're mentally sound there, and then you end up with shit like Abu Ghraib or the fucking dudes that were pissing on the corpse and all that stuff. That's what you end up with. It's because more people are slipping through the cracks, I'll say. So then you got ICE now being told that you have to arrest an unrealistic number of human beings,
brown people
that are supposed criminals. And now this is unrealistic. So what do? You have to start raiding schools and playgrounds and military guard, churches, what and you know why these people are doing it? It's not because that's a legal order. It's not. The reason that they're doing it is because we have this humongous chunk of money that didn't need to go to ICE. It needed to go to other places, but not ICE, not Border Patrol. So we're
they need some new masks, dude.
Yeah, I know, but we are putting like human people we're accepting them into that force. But when a drone could do for half the price what these people, uneducated retards, are doing. So you got, you're not doing a good enough job with the racist, like checking to make sure people aren't racist or, have a background of racism or whatnot. And these people are arresting people. Well, I mean, that's what you get when you just toss, what'd you say, 45,000K or 45K? And I'll sign up for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to do it because I can't disobey. I couldn't do that.
I was, I think I told you guys that a couple of days ago, we had a raid down here. I live in a tiny ass fucking town in Arizona, like teeny tiny. And we had a raid down here. Now, it turned out that it wasn't specifically an immigration issue, but they brought immigration in anyway. But I wish I had been there because I would have shook the hands of the ICE agents. Not one of them had a fucking mask on. Not one of them.
Because they were probably real.
And they were standing around. They didn't have people lined up on the fucking sidewalk, handcuffed with guns pointed at the back of their heads. Most of them had papers like this, and they were just talking to people. Yeah. But sitting down, drinking some Cokes.
Pete, ICE is a necessary evil.
Yeah,
it is. I'm not saying that ICE shouldn't exist. I'm not saying that people don't need deported. I'm not saying that criminals don't need to go to jail.
No, the state of mind that right now doesn't need to exist.
Yes, because what they are doing now is not deporting criminals. Getting a child out of third grade at school is not rounding up criminals. You're evil. You evil fucks.
And that this goes back to what we were I think we were talking about it last week. You are committing a crime when your commander from ICE tells you that you have to do that. When the Department of Homeland Security says you have to round up brown people. When the President of the United States says you need to arrest brown people. That is a crime. I don't give a fuck who says it. It's a crime. You are committing a crime. Period.
Well, I'm going to bring it up. Pete.
You're going to... Uh-oh.
I'm
nervous.
No, this U.S. citizen that was arrested and detained for 3 days, who was also an Army veteran.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And he's with no explanation, no absolute. I sat here all morning, y'all, and read the law. I read the 8 U.S. Title 2012-27, I think. Anyways, where it lists everything that allows somebody to be arrested and detained by an ICE officer or any kind of immigration, Border Patrol, anybody. Right. So I'm going to show you the list after all of that of the reasons that ICE is legally allowed to even arrest or detain. See it? There's nothing on it. It's illegal the second they put him in handcuffs because he's a U.S. citizen. They had zero legal right to arrest that man, period. The only people that broke the law in that arrest were the ICE agents that arrested him.
Yeah.
And then kept him there for 3 days.
3 days, dude. 3 days.
3 days. I mean, my God. Without legal representation? What the fuck is wrong with you people? And now it's like, now they're just not going to talk to him, make him sign a paper and walk out. Oh, he's going to sue the fuck out of this government. I can promise you that. This government is not saving us any money, obviously.
Yeah.
But he is going to sue the fuck out of this administration and this government. And I can promise you he's going to win because he was wrongfully arrested.
I don't know about that right now.
Oh, but remember when a few weeks ago that U.S. Marshal was detained at the courthouse because he was like, and they released him, and it took other U.S. Marshals and other city officials to go at them and say, bro, he's a U.S. citizen, and then they released him. The fact that it's all race based. Like, to be honest with you, if I was ICE, I'm a dick. I'll arrest random white people just to piss off the people.
I wish you were ICE.
I mean, that's
dude.
what they're doing.
I wish you were ICE, dude.
Well, I mean,
round up those fucking
different communities. If you start affecting different communities, you know what I'm saying, in rural area, I just start, your southern slang is too southern enough. That's fake. Just throw you in jail.
Yeah.
What I was talking to our friend earlier about too was that okay, so if we allow this, yes, this person was a brown person. This was a Hispanic looking dude who is a citizen of the United States and a veteran. But okay, so if we allow that to happen, where is the stop? Where does it
end? Because it doesn't end.
When is it that it's not me and Pete because we disagree?
It doesn't end. It doesn't
exactly.
end.
That's what I'm saying. Because now, because I'm a U.S. citizen, I'm a military veteran.
The skin issues are just going to get darker and
It's
darker.
just going to get.
That's what's going to happen.
It's going to continue on. It's going to start with, it's going to start with one group and then go to the next, and then next thing you know, they're already trying to do it, like putting these fucking federal prisons in these tent prisons in goddamn Florida.
Right.
That they can legally hold somebody that a U.S. citizen and it's on U.S. soil. Right. So what's going to stop them from arresting? And those of you who say that it won't happen, you're idiots. Stop. Wake up.
Well, didn't there? Wasn't there? They got a prison out there.
Can I give you a hug? Can I give you a hug, Hog? Greta, give that boy a hug.
Give that boy a hug. Yeah.
Give that boy a hug.
Well, I mean, that's not why the three of us put on a uniform. It's not. And that is not why 80% of the military puts on a uniform. It is not for this bullshit that's going on right now. I can promise you that.
I put it on. I put it on because I just like seeing your blue eyes, Hoggy.
Oh my God.
You still didn't put it on for this.
Mesmerizing.
I didn't shave my legs for this. God damn, these people will get you. I mean, they will get your blood just fucking.
Just kind of go back to what I was reading the comments. So I know your wifey Hoggy and another lady by Sarah wants to know what about Hakeem Jeffries. My rant about Hakeem Jeffries is that he's not doing enough as a Democratic leader, and he has been showing signs of his weakness in being a leader, and he should have the balls to step down and be a better leader to fight, because all that talk behind the scenes doesn't mean anything. He runs his mouth a lot. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah. We're history buffs, and we've seen real Democratic leaders on the front line pushing marches, going to jail, getting back out, going in front of TV. These new Democratic
birthday today, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace to him. Those are the Democratic leaders that we need. These new Democrats, just in TV, while they trying to get money from donors, is not the Democratic leadership we need. We need those guys who are not afraid to get dirty, because those Democrats who were out there fighting the fight, they're a lot of them passed away, a lot of them retired. And Hakeem Jeffries is not one of those people. he should be the first one. That jackass should be right there at those ICE facilities every fucking day with his fucking ugly.
No,
Oh,
you're not wrong. Yeah.
I want to hit him in the fucking nose. He should be out there every day fighting that fight about ICE. You know what I'm saying? He should be out there every day, cameras all day as a house leader. And like, yup, here goes some more kids in here. We got some kids that got pulled away separate from their parents. What did these kids got? You know, he should be in LA. You know what I'm saying? Fucking getting beat up with the fucking street vendors. He should be out there fucking being a fucking leader and not a TV fucking host talking that shit.
All he does is run his mouth. All he does is run his mouth. Yeah.
So that's my issue with Hakeem Jeffries and a lot of Democratic leadership, because they're all talking this shit unity, and we're doing all these fucking filibusters. Man, the GOP showed you that you are fucking full of shit. They didn't care about a filibuster. Mm-hmm. You know, you need to be out there in the front lines. Hakeem Jeffries and the rest of the Democrats, as soon as they see an ICE agent, they should be ripping the fucking mask off of them. So I'm a fucking U.S. congressman. You work for the people.
Who is that? You were talking about people that need to get out. There's one. He walks with a cane. He's got a bad back or something, and a black dude. And he's like the Poor People's Campaign. I'm trying to think of his freaking name, but he's always doing something. And then the only other person that I see even trying to play the game, like him or not, is Gavin Newsom out of California. Yeah, like that dude can troll with the best of them. He's like, "Oh, motherfucker, you want to troll me? I'll troll you back." You know,
Jasmine,
I mean, like
Crockett's up there too. She does a real good time. Jasmine Crockett out of Texas.
Oh, yeah, Jasmine Crockett. But like that's the game they have given. I know Pete doesn't like it, but they've given us we've seen what being nice does. We lose everything. So get in the ditch with them. They want to be in the ditch. Fucking get in the ditch. Let's get muddy.
So I have no problem with them getting out there and actually fighting and showing that they have a pair of balls. What I don't like is when Crockett starts hurling insults with that damn inbred bitch from Alabama. I can't stand that.
Which one?
Margie Taylor Greene.
He ain't from Alabama, dude.
That's my
Georgia, North Carolina, I think.
Georgia, I think.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Is it Georgia? Okay,
yeah. I can't stand that. It serves no purpose. You want to get out there, like Stanford was saying. Get out there in the ICE agent's face. Get out there in the detention facilities. Don't sit there and run your mouth talking about some lesbian bitch, whatever it is. We don't need that.
That was fucking funny. But bad built body.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
This is my
opinion. Sanders is too old, Clovis. Wait. Can we stop with the old people?
God, leave Bernie Sanders out. You have just been fired. That's my brother. You've just been fired, dude.
You know what?
He's not going to die in the next 10 years.
But you know what? No. But you know what? I would say this. And I would say that I agree with Clovis, because I do believe this with Bernie. Bernie always picked a great vice president to continue what they both had commonality at, to push the dream forward. And that's one thing I respect for Bernie. I know what you guys are saying because of his age, but one thing I do respect about Bernie, he always picks candidates to make sure that who ran with him when he was always going for trying to go for president. He always picked candidates to make sure that they got the same accord. So if he passes away, because I think he's smart enough to know that he doesn't know his time, that they would still push the agenda forward overall and keep the campaign promise to the American people. I do respect Bernie for that.
Yeah,
I really.
Reverend Bishop Barber is who I was trying to think of. Bishop Barber. If that wasn't somebody who was named at birth to be a preacher, I don't know who was. We shall name him Bishop.
I mean, but Pete,
what up?
I know your disappointment with Jasmine Crockett, but I have a kind of tilted view of it. I think you need the Jasmine Crockett's. I think you need to hit the GOP in 3 prongs. You need the loudmouth people, the Dems like Jasmine Crockett, to go toe to toe with the loudmouths of the GOP. You need more hardcore Democrats on the ground who's fighting the good fight on the front line, who's really to risk going to jail back and forth.
Like Hakeem.
No, Hakeem just a jackass. He needs to trip and fall on a fucking knife in the head on like fucking.
God damn.
Damn.
Very specific.
Bro, because I hate to see.
We're gonna rename this episode 14, Stanford's fucking manifesto.
I just hate to see people in power, especially, and this is gonna sound biased. I hate to see people of color in power and not move that needle forward as hard as the other side can. Like, I hate seeing black and brown people who fucking give you all this lip service, but not fucking moving that needle and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. You know, so I'm like, why the fuck you get the fuck out of leadership? You're not a fucking leader. You're a piece of shit. Just die.
I mean, and they make such easy targets for like comedians when they're like, oh, we're gonna do everything that we as the minority can do. What are you gonna do? And then you got some fucking retard in there fucking playing a guitar, singing a song about how bad the bill is that you're about. It's like, what? Why are you doing this? You're embarrassing yourself.
I want to hear, Stanford, I want you to finish your 3-prong assault you were talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, he's fine. The last one is money, right? We when you push opposition is money, right? But you need those financial backers who are really pro for the utopian of moving things forward. Even they have to be pro, knowing that they're gonna pay a little bit more taxes, but they know it's for the bigger betterment of the country. Those are the three-pronged attacks that I feel like we need. We need, because money is a big thing too. You do need powerful money to keep pushing these people forward, but you need ethical money that's going to push forward, because you do have people who willing to contribute to the cause, right? Small donors. We've seen it all through, from the civil rights, even through Obama's presidency, because it was a lot more small donors than people would like to tend to admit. But it was I think half his money was small donors.
Right.
So you need these type of people. You need those 3 prongs, because that's the only way you're going to beat the GOP.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And if I sit back and think about it, it pissed me off when I saw her do that. But honestly, I think it's the only time I've ever seen her do that.
Yeah.
And
when it happened, she did look like it was.
She was provoked.
She was like the straw that broke the camel's back. She was like, "Motherfucker, what did you say?" Yeah. So yep. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it makes sense.
I think that she wanted to fight. I legit think that she was like, "Yeah, let's do this shit, bitch." Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call you what'd she say?
Bad body, butch build.
Butch build, bad
I don't
body.
Know.
Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah.
What was that bill that going along the lines of what you just said, Stanford? What was the name of the bill that they passed that gave super PACs the right to exist? Corporations are people. What was that?
Fucking no.
No. It was a Supreme Court. This
Supreme Court ruling. It was. Fuck! Somebody in the comments.
Oh my god!
What it's like to have ADD and take notes. This is what it's like.
No, it was because Mitt Romney actually, and he coined the phrase "corporations are people," and the Supreme Court defined them as people.
Yep. Then it was called. God damn it! It was called something. Anyways, that what you were saying about like it needs to be good money. That good money comes from regular people.
Right.
That's where the good money comes from. If Exxon doesn't give you good money,
because we're not fucking buying anything.
No, we are supporting. We are supporting you with our dollars. Right. Exxon is buying something.
NRA is buying something.
NRA is buying something. So like when you mix that to where like me, I have a limit of $200 or whatever the
my wife is on Amazon buying something.
Yeah. Just notify you. You lucky bastard. So oh my god, dude, I had to get a different bank account because my wife would I couldn't even do Christmas or birthdays with her.
FYI, everybody just witnessed ADD in real time. in real time. That was ADD. That was awesome. It
Anyways,
was one of the best things ever.
Yeah, I don't know what I was talking
I don't know.
about.
Well, damn, guys.
Happy birthday, Stanford.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. So, let's see, you're 40?
Is it 43?
No, 45, brothers, 45.
45. Okay.
Damn, you're old.
I know.
Holy shit.
I got fat, but black don't crack, baby.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay, well, that was a pretty good episode tonight, guys. That was really nice.
I enjoyed it.
Couple of rants, couple of
Yeah.
fucks here and there. You know, I think
I didn't
that
keep none of that either. So
I think that this episode,
his birthday, we can be free.
we can be free. You can be free. Hallelujah.
Freedom!
Yeah, it's I know how to rant, but that damn red state, that damn ice, it's just, oh my god, they're.
Oh, dude, that shit's got me. I've been arguing with people all day. I was like, you know what? I got rained out, so I'm gonna argue with people on Facebook all day.
You sure you're not a millennial?
Dude, I've been sitting here reading codes and laws and arguing with people all day, all fucking day.
Jesus
But you know,
Christ.
think about it, Hoggy. The fact that you read the U.S. code for how ICE can interact with U.S. citizens, and everybody doesn't realize that ICE doesn't have that much authority, and is the fact that you took your time to argue with these people. You probably was quoting the fucking whole U.S. code subsection ...
Well, I had it all. I had it all up and ready
Shannon.
so I could like reference it, like just like Control F it and like what I was looking for. But I had to restart my computer because the internet went down, and it was too late by the time I remembered that I need to. But yeah, I mean that goes to what we have been preaching and preaching and preaching since we started this shit. If you don't educate yourself, how are you going to defend yourself? If you think something's against the law, fucking look it up, dude. The entire law, and we're not talking. Don't go to your favorite news, left or right. If I like the news source or you like the news source, don't go to them. Go to the Library of Congress has got all the shit.
Yeah.
Every single bill I've read. I mean, it wasn't hard to find the big beautiful bill before it was even passed. But you could find how it was at this moment that they're voting. And you can see what. No, not everybody's gonna be able to read the whole thing. But like, I knew that I didn't know anything a lot about agricultural issues and things like that. So like, why even read that? Because I'm not going to understand it at all unless somebody else kind of a professional reads it to me. So you find the things that you can deal with, because 900 pages, that's a lot. That's big for a bill.
Well, and also to piggyback off what you said, Hoggy, and I want to say this to the people. When you read these bills, there is a free source, a free legal source called Black Laws Dictionary. All lawyers in the U.S. use Black's Law Dictionary. So if it's a word that you do not understand while reading certain laws, you actually go to it's called Black's Law Dictionary. It's actually a legal thing. It's not black people making the law. So I'll let you guys know, this is actually just a white guy.
For all of you that suddenly got a rope, put it down. The goddamn book.
I just learned that. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
No. And a lot of people would know that. So Black's Law Dictionary is the source that you would use to learn more about, if it's a legal term that you do not understand, you go to that. That's the legal definition of the term used in the courts. So don't use don't use common something such. Black's Law is the gold standard in law and for lawyers.
And then when you start the law, like when you're reading it, it's gonna say like, from here on out, this word means this, or like it'll say like the department. From here on out, department means these specific things, that is how that is going to be interpreted legally. So,
Are
like,
you guys,
need to read, as boring as
guys
that is,
teaching people how to read right now? Linda McMahon is not going to appreciate that you're teaching people how to read.
Well, I mean, you got to explain to people because otherwise they get into.
Let's go get JC. JC will do it for you.
Here's a good way to explain it to a lot of you MAGA people. Have you ever sat there and tried to memorize Matthew 1? If you don't know, you don't know, I guess. But it's a list of names. Somebody begat somebody, begat somebody, begat somebody.
Oh, is that Matthew?
Somebody.
Oh, I didn't know that was Matthew. Yeah.
Chapter 1. So, like, almost nobody reads it. But if you read it, you can actually get the how the, whether you believe it or not, how the how this family bloodline goes down.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how a bill is written. It's like, so like King David begat, and then so and so, and then blah 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 blah, and then they begat so and so and so. Begat meaning birthed or bred or whatever. Anyways, that's kind of how it begins. It's like, these are the rules of reading this. These words need this, this, and this.
No, people don't want to put the time into it because social media is here. People tune into us to listen to what we're saying. They go to Facebook, they go to TikTok, they go to X, Twitter. They go there to find their information.
At least we try. At least we try to educate ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yes, babe, I did. She come in here, she's seen what I had up on my screens. Like, what?
Hog is buying monitors because he has a lot of opinions.
I'm facing to argue on Facebook, so I've got
that one, got that one.
8 title US code 1227.
Damn.
Thou wife should listen to thou husband. He's gonna come back with Constitutional Amendment 2. Wife overrules husband. The end.
Well, I mean,
that's what my wife always says.
In my house, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
what hell. All right.
That's what happens when you're the scholar and she's the judge.
Yeah, true. Did you? Okay, before we get off, did y'all see that judge that he's trying to push into there, and the Dems walking out?
The Democrats all walked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see the caliber of the guy that they walked out on, though?
No, I didn't really, because that's about the time that I sent you guys a message saying, I'm done. I'm done with all this bullshit. It's a goddamn circus. It's like Shannon was saying, it's its own reality show, man. And I'm fucking done watching it.
Well, I mean, this guy is one of the ones that was defending him, and said that. I don't want to be uneducated when I say this. We'll bring that up next time. Anyway,
next time we're going to talk about a federal judge that has no goddamn right to be a federal judge.
Probably doesn't even have the right to be a cashier. You know what? If this Congress doesn't pass a goddamn law that bans felons from running for office,
they can't vote, but they can run for office.
I mean, like, what the fuck, yo?
Well, that'll never happen, because if they looking out for their self-interest when
there'd be no politicians in fucking Washington.
Don't say that it won't ever happen. Let's vote some people in that will do it. I bet Jasmine Crockett would do it. She was a fucking prosecutor, not a prosecutor. What do you call it? The defender, a public defender. There's a lot of people who do it. We just got to get them in. They're younger. All right.
Yeah, we got to get a younger group in there. Absolutely.
I'm muting my mic until you do your little closing thing.
Oh, thanks, Hog. Hog is having a stroke, everybody. Well, actually, that was a really good show. That was really nice. On behalf of everybody here, Stanford, Hog, and myself, we want to appreciate you guys for tuning in. We had a really great time with everybody in chat and this week's bullshit events. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. It costs you nothing, but it helps the algorithm, which the three of us still don't know what the hell that means, but we're supposed to say it helps the algorithm. So let's go work on the algorithm together. So
algorithm don't know what's going on. I've been trying to read too.
All right, folks, don't forget to tune in next week. And don't forget, if you're not pissed off, you're not listening.